Good evening, everybody, and welcome in to the Tiger Pit in Wolford, Texas, here at Friendship High School. It's the regional tournament in Girls 3A, Region 1. The Shallowater Phillies meeting up with the Holliday Lady Eagles. The Phillies come in 27-10, 7-3 on the year in district play. The Holliday Eagles 30-3 on the year. They finished district play undefeated at 12-0. They're the third-ranked team in the state. They've been ranked in the top 10, top 5 all year long. A tough test for the Phillies tonight, but the Final Four of Region 1 here at the Tiger Pit in Friendship this weekend. It's the first game of a doubleheader. The Phillies and the Lady Eagles play game 1 tonight, and then Idalou and Jim Ned will play game 2. These 4 teams just deciding who's going to meet tomorrow for the regional final, the regional championship, and a trip to San Antonio in the state tournament. I'm Nathan Riojas here on the call with you of the Shallowater Sports Network. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a crazy night for us here at the Shallowater Sports Network. I'm sure you're well aware that the Mustangs are playing their area round matchup against Littlefield tonight at Lubbock Cooper High School. That game tentatively scheduled for 7:30. There's 2 games in that gym tonight. The Mustangs and the Wildcats play game number 2 over there, so it'll start 20 minutes after game 1. But about 7:30, the boys will be taking on the Littlefield Wildcats for a trip to the regional quarterfinals in their playoff run. So we're going to do our best here at the Shallowater Sports Network to get you both of these games tonight. Just to give you an idea, we've got the whole crew. Everybody showed up here to get everything set up in Friendship, but we've split the crew and split the equipment, and half of them are about to take off to go to Cooper, get set up there for that boys game, and then we'll hustle across town. But normally when we have 3 cameras going, we've just got 1. Students, Zach Cole and Logan Bloom gonna hang out with me and bring you this girls game. Zach sitting in the producer's seat. Jake, Sarah, and Angel and Dave, they're gonna run over to Cooper. We'll join them as soon as we can. But big time matchup here for the Phillies tonight, and it's gonna take a huge effort to beat the third-ranked team in the state. But Phillies coming off of their best performance of the year last week. They took down a very familiar Childress team, 53-45 in the regional quarterfinal round. They're advanced to this regional tournament. The Mustangs, or the Phillies, I mean, played pretty even with Childress, but they end up again with a 53-45 win. They shoot 39% from the field and end up 7 of 18 from beyond the arc. So pretty good performance for the Phillies beyond the arc. Also went 14 of 19 at the free throw line, 74%. Huge number for them, especially to put that game away late. Madeline Barnes went crazy, had her best game of the season when the Phillies had to have it. She had 16 first half points, including a buzzer beater to end the first half. She ended the game with 21 points. Kinley Richardson also had 9. Avery Terrell had 9. She was 3 for 4 from beyond the arc. Avery was at one point in the 4th quarter. She had 9 points, all beyond the arc. Shelby Roberts finished with 8. And Phillies just do enough. And really the edge on the glass, you see that 33-23, they out-rebounded the Lady Bobcats, and that was the difference in that game. They win the season series 2-1 against Childress. They split in the regular season, but they get the one that matters in the regional quarterfinals, and they're here. And take a look at the bracket. I already mentioned it. 2 teams from District 2, the 3rd place team and the champion from District 2, the Phillies, and the Idalou Lady Cats representing District 2 here at the regional tournament. And then you see 2 heavyweights. Shallowater and Idalou were ranked early in the year. Idalou was preseason top 10. Both of these teams fell out of the rankings. Childress made a brief appearance in the rankings, and there were teams like Bushland and Canadian that were ranked preseason, and a lot of the teams in this area fell out of the rankings for some reason. But Shallowater and Idalou end up at this regional tournament, and they're playing teams that were in the top 5 and top 10 all year. You see the Phillies against Holliday, Idalou with a really tough test against 34-1 Jim Ned. The Lady Eagles from Holliday, they're district champions of District 7. This is their first appearance at the regional tournament since the 1996-97 season. So a lot of excitement from Holliday, and when you thought that the Phillies might have a little bit of a home court advantage playing 20 minutes away from home, Phillies do have a good crowd right behind us, but Holliday traveled well. A big deal for their program, and you look at this Holliday team and what they've done in the playoffs so far. They won a bi-district matchup against Millsap 78-41. We're going to talk a lot about two players here in the pregame for Holliday. Jalen Bristow is one, Katie Piper is the other. In that bi-district matchup, Katie Piper 30 points, Jalen Bristow 27 points. They rolled. Then in the area round, tough matchup in the area round against number 15 Wall. They did not play their best game. They missed 17 free throws in that game, the Lady Eagles did, but they allowed just 13 second half points. They outscored Wall 15-3 in the fourth quarter. Katie Piper pitched in 26 points to lead the scoring, Jalen Bristow with 12. And then in the regional quarterfinal, we talked about the rankings all year and how loaded this region was. The Lady Eagles from Holliday matched up against number 6 Peaster in the quarterfinal round last week and held on for a 70-69 win. Jalen Bristow for Holliday scored 42 points in that game. Katie Piper with 11. And Jalen Bristow is kind of the story for this Holliday team. She's a 6'3" senior, highly touted recruit. She left Wichita Falls Rider after her junior season as the all-time leading scorer and rebounder in program history. She had 2,060 points through her junior season at Wichita Falls Rider. She also had over 1,100 rebounds through 3 seasons at Rider. She transferred into Holliday for her senior season and has made quite the difference for this Holliday team. Got them here at the regional tournament, 30-3 on the year. She's committed to play at Iowa State. She's the 43rd ranked player according to ESPN in the class of 2023, and she's one of 10 finalists to be Miss Texas Basketball by Dave Campbell. It's a Player of the Year award that Dave Campbell gives out. So incredibly tough test for the Phillies tonight. They are going to have a little bit of a disadvantage in the paint. Bristow at 6'3". They've got a couple of 6-footers on this team, including Katie Jo Piper. And the problem is you try to shut down Bristow and limit her game, and you've got a few players on Holliday's team that are capable of burning you, and Piper being at the top of that list, who can score 30, 35 points herself. We've seen it all year, and we've seen it throughout the playoffs. But again, the Phillies coming off of their best performance of the year against Childress in that regional quarterfinal round. Phillies playing their best ball, and that's what it's going to take tonight. It's going to have to be a clean performance for the Phillies in order to advance and make it to that regional championship game that'll be here tomorrow at Friendship, 1 o'clock Saturday afternoon. We're just over a minute away from the start of this game. The Phillies are getting set for the national anthem. Holliday Lady Eagles on their sideline. When the PA announcer gets us ready for the national anthem, we'll switch over to that. But only 4 teams left here in Region 1. Semi-final number 1 here from the Tiger Pit tonight in Friendship between Shallowater and Holliday. Just a minute or so from getting underway. Phillies have upped their game, like I said, here in the playoffs. Madeline Barnes with 21 the other night. She's averaging 13.7 points per game in these playoffs. During the season, she averaged 6 free throw attempts per game, kind of led the team in that category. She did an excellent job getting to the basket, getting high percentage looks, and getting to the free throw line. She's right now averaging 9 free throw attempts per game here in the playoffs. So if they can get some of those big girls from Holliday in foul trouble, they might. But what we've seen on film is that Holliday team dominating in the paint offensively and defensively. So like I said, we're getting set for the national anthem. We'll turn it over to the PA announcer so you can enjoy that as we honor America with the singing of the national anthem.
At this time, would you please rise for a moment of silence and continue standing as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
All right, before we get started and get into introductions of these two teams, we do want to remind you this is a commercial-free, ad-free broadcast because of UIL rules, but we do want to say a big thank you to all of our sponsors that make these broadcasts possible here on the Shallowater Sports Network. You know who they are. They know who they are. We appreciate their support of Shallowater Athletics and Shallowater ISD, allowing us to do this, allowing these students from Shallowater ISD to bring you these broadcasts. Again, it's going to be a crazy night for our crew. So we're gonna do our best to bring you this game here in Wolford and then hustle over to Cooper. Brennan Skipworth and crew will be there to get that game started. But we're hoping that we can all get there maybe right before tip-off or as tip-off. But let's get to starting lineups for these two teams here to start this game. We'll start with the Holliday Lady Eagles, led by number 1, senior Jalen Bristow. She's the one we talked about at length before the game. Also number 2, senior Carissa Griffin. Number 4, junior Kenna Wood. Number 10, senior Campbell Urachek. And number 33, senior Katie Jo Piper. For the Phillies, number 3, a senior Shelby Roberts. Number 4, senior Avery Terrell. Number 14, senior Madeline Barnes. Number 20, senior Kinley Richardson. And number 24, junior Molly Salinas. You look at Holliday's schedule, when you look at some of these teams you're not familiar with, kind of see what they did in the regular season, get an idea of just how good this team is, and of course the ranking and the record speak for themselves if you're Holliday. But you look too during district play, scoring 69 points per game and only allowing 25 on average, this team. So they do it well on both ends of the floor. They get high percentage good looks with their height and size advantage. And they also do a good job of forcing you to shoot from outside, controlling the paint offensively and defensively. Phillies are going to have to knock down some shots from the outside. They're also going to have to play some good team defense to try to limit what Holliday can do inside. Phillies have been shooting it well from outside as of late, you know. Like I said, have to continue. You see Bristow there, number 1, 6'3". She's jumping against Shelby Roberts. Get an idea of the height advantage. The Phillies in the white uniforms, home whites, and Holliday in their road red uniforms. They control the tip, and here we go. That's Katie Jo on the right wing. She gets the screen from Bristow. Trying to work inside. Kicks out, that's Kenna Wood. Kenna Wood driving, kicks it back out. Carissa Griffin. Working inside, kick out. Katie Jo Piper, she's a shooter. It's off the mark. Offensive rebound, though, in favor of Kenna Wood. She gets it inside Bristow quickly into the paint. Short, good job. Shelby Roberts the defense, and Molly Salinas with her first rebound of the game. Phillies push it up the floor. Shelby in the right corner. Over to Avery Terrell. Avery's going to let a 3 go. Just off the mark. Molly Salinas, though, offensive rebound and a second chance opportunity. Kick it back out, and the Phillies will get another shot, at least, on this possession. Madeline Barnes cuts inside, kicks out. Kenley Richardson in the left corner for 3, off the mark. Molly, another offensive rebound with the putback. Too strong, and Bristow's got the rebound, pushing it up the floor the other way. Avery Terrell did a good job of getting back in defense, and they're going to get her with a cheap reach-in foul. That's her first, and the team's first. Avery did a good job of getting back, denying an easy opportunity for Bristow. Katie Jo now. Katie Jo Piper getting into the lane, defended by Kinley Richardson. She's got to give it up, kicks it out to Carissa Griffin. Griffin will let them reset. Katie Jo Piper driving inside, right inside the three-point line. Her first bucket is good, and they've got a quick lead, 2-0. The Lady Eagles do. You see them drop back into the half court. Not really what the Phillies used to seeing in district play. Childerson Idlew, a lot of full court pressure right now. Holliday in the zone. The girls told us that we might see us to go into that zone a lot. Shelby gets it inside, looking in the corner for Madeline Barnes, but nobody there, and turnover for the Phillies. So we're just about 2 minutes into this first quarter. You see the Phillies in their customary full court pressure. Carissa Griffin bringing it up, dribbles into a trap. Piper now top of the key, she's open, off the mark. Bristow with the rebound. And they're gonna get a blocking foul on Shelby Roberts. I think Shelby took the brunt of that hit. 2 team fouls now for the Phillies. They inbound to Piper. Piper working on Kinley Richardson. Avery Terrell with some help. She drives left side, kind of works her way into the paint, drops it off to Bristow. Nice assist and an easy bucket for Jalen Bristow. And Bristow now with her first points of the game. It's 4-0 in favor of the Lady Eagles. Madeline Barnes, deep three, off the mark. And that's Carissa Griffin with the rebound. They push it up the floor. Wood was looking for Bristow in the paint. Phillies do a good job of getting back. I think Madeline Barnes is the one who knocked that out of bounds. They'll inbound under their own basket. Kick into the corner for Griffin, no good. Shelby Roberts ends up with the rebound, and now Madeline Barnes will bring it up the floor for the Phillies. Four to nothing as we approach the 5-minute mark here in this opening quarter. Molly working, she drives in on that zone, drops it off to Madeline Barnes. Madeline getting to the bucket just a little short. Molly, another offensive rebound. Avery got tripped up in the paint, gets it back out to Molly. The Phillies will reset a little bit as Avery brings it back out to the top. We're trying to get it inside to Shelby Roberts. You see Yurchek. A lot of size inside. And she's a big part of their defense. We're getting an offensive foul there. I'm waiting for him to put it up on the board so we can see who that was on. And they called it on number 4, Kenna Wood. That's her first foul, and Holliday's first. Shelby Roberts, right wing, skips it over to Madeline, left wing. Kinley, top of the key, gonna put it up just off the mark. Molly Salinas couldn't quite chase that one down, but they're gonna say last touched by Kenna Wood, so the Phillies will keep possession in that left corner. Madeline gonna inbound, just over 4 minutes left in this opening quarter, almost midway through. Phillies still scoreless. Bristow got a hand on that. Molly chases it down. Madeline driving in, kick to Kinley. Kinley lost the handle as she got in the lane, but she got it to Shelby. Shelby puts it up, and they're gonna get a foul call. 2-shot foul, they're gonna call that on number 10. Campbell Yurchek. It's Yurchek's first, the team's second. Shelby will get a chance to put the Phillies on the board. She gets that first free throw. 4-1, Kinley Richardson checks out, Chloe McKinney checks in for the Phillies. Shelby gets them both, big time free throws to get the Phillies on the board. 4-2. They can keep working inside, maybe get some free points at the free throw line. Piper now working on Salinas, gets in the lane. Molly with the block, but Piper gets it back. It's gonna step, she thought about stepping into another three, but thinks better of it. And now Wood on the left wing working on Chloe. Piper now back on the right side trying to drive in on Molly Salinas. Good defense. Piper's got to kick it out. She gets it to Yurchek. Yurchek back to Piper. Piper going to let a three go. Good contest from Molly, and Avery Terrell with the rebound. They get it to Molly, left wing. She gets it inside to Shelby. Just couldn't handle that pass, and Yurchek scoops up the loose ball. Now Woods got it left wing. Good job by the Phillies getting back in transition. Can't give up any easy buckets. They're trying to go inside. Avery deflected that. Avery with the deflection, and Molly was working really good. She really had Yurchek pinned. Yurchek wasn't open. They were trying to get it in. Shelby Roberts working really hard against Bristow. Every trip down the floor. It's going to be a battle inside for Shelby all night. Katie Jo Piper just backs Chloe down into the paint. Chloe fighting for that rebound. They're going to call Katie Jo, I think, for going over the back, and they do. Third team foul on Holliday. That's Piper's first, but Chloe giving up some size. But she's the scrappiest player on the team, gets good position, gets an over the back call. Shelby's gonna let a three go, left wing. The bank was not open. And Carissa Griffin's got the rebound, pushing it up the floor. She's looking for Wood in the corner. Wood brings it back out. Looking for Yurchek in the paint, got away from her, and now Avery pushing it up the floor, gonna try to get to the paint. Little contact, no call. And Carissa Griffin is gonna bring it up the floor. Gets it to Wood. Back to Griffin, and she'll reset. Piper now, right wing. Looking inside, Molly working really hard against Yurchek in the paint to deny that pass. Bristow now top of the key. Holliday slowing down a little bit offensively. Good man defense inside from the Phillies. Shelby working around the screen. They're gonna call a foul inside. They're gonna call it on Shelby, trying to work around that screen. Yurchek was pushing her around, and Shelby gets called. They're both pushing each other, and Shelby gets called for the foul. That's Shelby's second now. The team's third. 3 team fouls for both of these teams. The official's in there talking. Addison Pitts checks in for Shelby. The official was talking to Addison and Bristow about what he expects under the basket. Good look inside. That's Addison Lindman. She just checked in. 6-2 now in favor of Holliday. She comes in, gets a quick bucket. Good look on that inbounds play. And they're back in that zone. So it looks like they've gone from a zone into like a loose man defense a couple of times. Back in that zone. Molly Salinas off the mark. Phillies might have to make a few of those shots on the outside and draw them out of that zone. Briscoe gonna try to get to the paint. She does, just shoots it over everybody. She's got that height advantage, took advantage on that play. She's got 4 now, 8-2. Salinas looking inside for Pitts. Pitts is working inside on Addison Lindman. Nice job, Madeline getting into Addison. Addison just couldn't handle it. Molly Salinas was harassing Bristow back here in the backcourt, forcing a turnover. 44 seconds left in this opening quarter. It's gone by pretty quick. Just 8-2. Kinley Richardson inbounds to Chloe McKinney, and Phillies are gonna have to start knocking down some shots from the outside. Molly lets one go from the right wing, got it. It's 8-5, Molly Salinas with a long 3. Piper and Bristow kind of trying to work give and go right there, but Piper's gonna take it from the outside off the mark. Wood with the rebound. 10 seconds, and they're gonna call for a travel before that kick out. Good hustle. Really from all the Phillies, you've seen that team defense all year long. It's keeping them in the game right now. 8-5 in favor of the Lady Eagles. Phillies working with 6 seconds left in the shot clock, or on the scoreboard. Got to get rid of one. Mallon gets to the lane, just a little short off the glass. Bristow runs out of time, and that's going to be it for the first quarter. Phillies trail 8-5. We'll be back at the start of the second quarter right after this here on the Shallowater Sports Network. to the Tiger Pit here at Friendship High School in Wolford. The Phillies trailing 8-5 as we head to the second quarter. We talked at length about Holliday's offense, how many points that Bristow and Piper score night to night. They only allow 25 points a game, and we're seeing that defense here so far, 8-5. The Phillies and their defense doing their part, keeping them in the game right now. Shelby Roberts, a couple points at the free throw line. Molly Salinas has knocked in a 3 for the 5 points on Shallowater side. Jalen Bristow's got 4. Lindman and Piper each with 2 for Holliday, and the second quarter underway. Malin Barnes now, top of the key. Holliday still in their 2-3 zone. Malin, good drive to get inside, little Euro step off the glass. It's 8-7. I don't know if that's something that Coach Richardson emphasized in that timeout, but she gets to the glass. That 3, good for Bristow, so she answers. She's got 7 now. Quick answer for Holliday. Addison Pitt still on the floor for the Phillies. Macy Moranic checked in to start the second quarter. She's out there now too. Molly Salinas left wing. Her and Madeline Barnes working across the top. Kick to Kinley Richardson. Back out to Macy. Madeline, right wing, and let it go. Got it. Madeline Barnes, her first 3. She's got 5 points now. It's 11-10. That 3-ball might have to keep the Phillies in the game tonight. Griffin trying to get in the paint, turn around. She gets it in to Katie Jo Piper. They're going to call a foul. They give the foul to Macy Moravik. Her first and the team 4th. It'll be 2 free throws for Piper. Piper gets the first. She's got 3 points now. 12-10. Avery Terrell's going to check back in. Molly Salinas will get a breather. Second one from Piper, in and out, but Bristow with an offensive rebound, puts it up. And they're going to call Addison Pitts for the foul, so now Bristow will get a trip to the free throw line. Addison's first, and now the Phillies 5th early in this second quarter. Talked about the Phillies maybe needing to get Holliday in foul trouble, and now Holliday working on doing that to the Phillies. Bristow's first free throw gives her 8 points now. 13-10. Second one is good too. Phillies push it up the floor. Avery Terrell, left corner, that had Bristow right there to deny that shot. Kinley Richardson and Madeline Barnes working it around the top of the arc. Bristow there, steals that pass. Kinley and Avery back on defense, but Bristow with the finish at the bucket. She's got 11, 16-10. You're seeing why she's a legitimate Division I recruit. Committed to Iowa State. She's got 11 points early in this game. Avery Terrell thought about it, left wing. Kinley Richardson, who just ran the baseline, gets it baseline to Terrell, now back out to the top, Madeline Barnes. This zone really going to slow down the Phillies offensively, and if they can build a lead, it's going to make it hard for the Phillies to keep up. Madeline inside, quick pass, good look to Avery Terrell. Avery Terrell on the board at 16-12, what a pass. But then right back to the bucket. They got it inside to Addison Lindman. She couldn't finish from point blank range. Addison and Macy Moravik got their hands on that rebound, but they're gonna say Phillies were on the baseline. Quick inbounds pass to Bristow. There's nothing you can do about that if you're the Phillies. She just got that height advantage. They throw it up to her. Doesn't even put it on the floor. Just puts it straight in the basket. 18-12, and Holliday doing a good job of exploiting that advantage on that inbounds play. Avery Terrell, top of the key, off the mark, and Woods got the rebound. Madeline and Avery do a good job getting back. And get it inside either way. Spin move right there, and it's good from Katie Piper. She's got 5. 20-12, and Kurt Richardson's going to call his first timeout. The difference right now, Holliday getting some points in the paint. Jalen Bristow has gotten to the bucket. You've seen Katie Piper with a few inside. Addison Lindman's got a bucket in the paint. And right now they've stretched it out to a 20-12 second quarter lead. Jalen Bristow's got 13 to lead all scorers. Katie Piper now with 5 for Holliday. Addison Lindman with the other 2. And then for the Phillies, Madeline Barnes with 5. Molly Salinas has got 3. Shelby Roberts and Avery Terrell each with a bucket. 20-12. 4:28 left in the second quarter. Holliday sets up again in this 2-3 zone, and they look pretty content to make the Phillies shoot from outside. Almost 6 foot all the way across the board. 5'10", 5'11", 6 foot, 6'1", 6'3" for this Holliday team. Madeline Barnes gets inside, just can't get the roll. Bristow and Molly Salinas fighting for the rebound. Katie Piper ends up with it, and she'll jog up the court. Madeline Barnes picks her up at the top of the key. Looking for Bristow inside. Addison does a good job to deny the pass. Avery picks her pocket. Avery coast to coast. They can get easy buckets like that too. The Phillies, they're gonna have to get free throws and transition buckets to stay in this game right now, 20-14. Got to get some easy opportunities, some high percentage looks. Piper backing down Madeline Barnes. She gives it up, and now Carissa Griffin gets it to Bristow, top of the key. Bristow, quick move, left side of the lane. Doesn't get the finish. Addison Pitts, good rebound. And Madeline Barnes now bringing it up the floor for the Phillies. As we approach the 3-minute mark, Shelby inside, trying to kick it out. That pass was deflected, and they're going to say last touched by Shelby. .301 left to go in this opening half. Carissa Griffin working on Avery Terrell. Hands it off to Kenna Wood. Kenna driving right side of the lane. Good pass. She got it inside to Lindman, and then Lindman's going to draw the foul. They're going to call on Avery Terrell crashing in. It's Avery's second, the team's 6th. Addison Lindman's already got 2 points in this game. She's got 3 so far. Really good performance for Holliday at the free throw line. Lindman, high arcing shot. She's got 4, and she gives Holliday an 8-point lead again. Under 3 minutes to play in the second quarter. Salinas to Roberts on the elbow. Madeline gonna drive in, kick to Avery. Molly now right wing. Avery and Madeline over here on the left side. And the last trip, Holliday jumped into a man. They're back in that zone. That pass was, or Shelby got it inside. That shot was off the mark. And now Katie Jo all the way to the bucket. Stopped short of Shelby Roberts trying to draw that charge. It's 24-14. Piper now with 7. Bristow coming the other way, and she's going to get the foul. Phillies get an answer, and Holliday right back in transition. That foul was on Addison Pitts. That's her second. It's the team 7th. Bristow's got 14 points now. And now Washington's going to check in for Addison. Bristow knocks down another free throw. Makes it 26-16. Molly Salinas right wing off the mark. And that rebound controlled by Campbell Yurchek. Now a minute 35 left. Left wing way strong. And now Washington with the rebound. Madeline Barnes going to push it up the floor. Got to try to get to the basket and make something happen before they get set up in that zone. And Madeline draws the foul. Salem Henry for Holliday is called for that foul. Just the 4th team foul on Holliday. A minute 24 now left in this opening half. Kinley Richardson, Madeline Barnes, top of the key, working against this zone. Madeline thought about a deep three, looking for Kinley in the corner. And that's a turnover for the Phillies. 1:09 left in this first half. Kenna Wood's gonna walk it up for Holliday. They're holding on to a 10-point lead right now. Not a big hurry for them. Salem Henry skip pass over to Bristow in the corner. Bristow gonna shoot it over Anaya. Avery working for that rebound. He's gonna get a call. That's Salem Henry's second. She was over the back that time. That's the 5th foul. Now under a minute as Madeline walks it up for the Phillies. 26-16. Kinley, right wing three. In and out, and Bristow with the rebound. Now she's pushing it up the floor. Madeline stops her, but they're going to call her for a block. So Madeline doing her job to stop the ball, trying to force her to give it up. That's Madeline's first, but the team 8, so another 1-and-1 opportunity here for Bristow. 27 seconds left in this opening half. Bristow, I'm pretty sure, has been perfect from the free throw line. Gives Holliday an 11-point lead. Off the mark, Molly Salinas gets that rebound. 24 seconds left. Madeline's got it top of the key now. Kinley Richardson left wing. Inside to Molly Salinas, kick back out, top of the key. Madeline Barnes, got it. Madeline's got 8. 27-19. Katie Joe let one go with several seconds. And Yurchek gets the offensive rebound and the putback. 29-19 as we head to the half. The Phillies with their work cut out for them in the second half will step away for a few minutes, but be back with some halftime stats here on the Shallowater Sports Network. Welcome back to the Tiger Pit here at Friendship High School in Wolford, Texas. It's the regional tournament, 3A, Region 1. The first semifinal tonight, Holliday and Shallowater, 29-19 in favor of the Lady Eagles at halftime. Right now, Jim Yen and Idaloo on the court warming up for the second part of this doubleheader, the other regional semifinal. They'll play the winner of this game tonight. One of these teams will play the winner tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Phillies right now, we've been coming in, they were going to have their work cut out against the number 3 team in the state. And Holliday living up to the billing. In a 10-point lead. The Phillies had a pretty good second quarter offensively. They scored 14 points. The bad news is Holliday outscored them 21-14 in that second quarter to stretch that lead out to now 10. We're about 3 minutes away from Shallowater and Holliday coming back out for the second half. Nathan Riojas on the call with you tonight. Zach Cole sitting in the producer's chair. Logan, it's not Logan. Logan left. It's Angel Flores running the camera here. Kind of a skeleton crew compared to what we're used to here on the Shallowater Sports Network, but we're doing our best to bring you both games tonight. Good problem to have in Shallowater when both teams still playing basketball here this last week of February. The Mustangs getting ready for their area-round matchup here in about an hour at Cooper High School. We've got a crew over there. Jake Warren, Sarah Batson, Logan Bloom, Brennan Skipworth are all over there right now getting ready to bring you that game around 7:30 or 20 minutes after the first game in that building is over. So you look at some individual numbers here between Holliday and Shallowater. Right now, Madeline Barnes leading the way for the Phillies. She's got 8 points. Shelby Roberts with 4, Avery Terrell with 4, and Molly Salinas with 3. On the other side, Jalen Bristow, talked about her leading into this game. Division I player committed to Iowa State. According to ESPN, one of the top 50 players in the country, and one of the 10 finalists to be Dave Campbell's Player of the Year. She's got 16. The only thing I can think of that she left on the floor, she missed a free throw. But 16 strong performance for her. Katie Piper has got 7. Addison Lindman with 4. And Campbell Yurchek with 2. But They've got quite the size advantage over the Phillies inside, and not just Bristow, who's at 6'3". Addison Lindman, Katie Piper, Campbell Yurchek, all with a few inches on our Phillies, and Phillies have done a pretty good job defensively to deny some of those entry passes, but really for the most part, Holliday has taken advantage of their size, and right now a 10-point lead. Philly's been unable to get a whole lot going from the outside. I think that's what it's going to take. The girls told us coming into this weekend that they figured they would see some zone from Holliday, and that's exactly what they've gotten. So they were ready. They knew it was coming. They knew they were going to have to make some shots, and they're going to need to make some more in the second half. The defense is giving them a chance. They held Holliday to 8 points in that first quarter, and they're going to need some of that the rest of the way. Holliday scored 21, though, in the second. 16 minutes left here in this regional semifinal. A trip to the regional championship tomorrow afternoon on the line. Again, the first regional tournament appearance for Holliday since the 96-97 season. Right now they're working on a berth in the regional championship game. Kenna Wood, left wing, is swinging around. Piper now right side, gets it inside to Bristow, a little spin move inside. Off the mark, Shelby Roberts with a rebound, but little trap. Bristow reached in, got a piece of that. Bristow got a piece of it, kind of a loose ball, and Madeline, they're going to call her for a travel. So Shelby did a good job of getting that rebound, but Holliday does a good job applying some full court pressure there in the backcourt. Philly's jumping into a zone. They get it inside to Bristow, though, a little easy look. She shoots that up over everybody. Bristow now with 18. 31-19. Looks like Holliday's going to stay in their zone. Madeline got it into Molly. Molly kicks out to Avery. 3 off the mark. Offensive rebound and a second chance opportunity for Kinley Richardson. She's got it right wing now. Good ball movement. Kinley from the right corner. A little strong. Shelby fighting for that rebound. Molly ends up with it. Gets it back out to Molly. Maybe a third shot on this possession. Molly kicks out. Kinley's going to let it go. Off the mark again. And Kenna Wood will watch it go out of bounds. 3 shots on that trip for the Phillies, so a couple of big offensive rebounds. Got to be happy about that. Just got to get some of those shots to go in. And you see the Phillies in a 2-3 zone themselves, going to try to force Holliday to make some buckets from outside. And Kenna Wood says, okay. She knocks down the corner 3. Her first 3 points of the game. 34-19. Shelby gets it in the paint. A little strong. Bristow with the rebound, and she's coming the other way. Gonna try to get all the way to the basket. Just stops inside the free throw line and knocks it down. The Phillies are there, but she just shoots it right over the top of them. She's got 20. Kurt Richardson calls a timeout. Another transition bucket and another bucket in the paint for Bristow and Holliday. They're up 36-19 now. Bristow with 4 quick points in this third quarter. And I think the idea between that 2-3 zone, or behind that 2-3 zone for the Phillies, is make Holliday earn some of those points on the outside instead of getting them all in the paint. But you see, it was Kenna Wood hit one in the corner against that 2-3 zone, and Bristow working in transition before the Phillies could get set up in the half court. 36-19, and the deficit growing for the Phillies. Six minutes and 10 seconds left in this third quarter. Lindley Wright checks in for the Phillies. She's got it now. Top of the key. Kicks it out to Molly. Now back to Molly Salinas. Molly's going to let one go. That was blocked. Kenna Wood running over to get a hand on that. Lindley in the corner over here by herself to get it to Shelby at the top. Lindley now dribble, skip past to Molly on the baseline. Molly inside to cutting Madeline Barnes. We're going to get a foul call. Madeline will get a trip to the free throw line. We've been saying it really all season. She leads the team in free throw attempts. She's averaging 9 free throw attempts per game in the playoffs. They give that foul to Bristow. That's Bristow's first and the team first. But the free throw is off the mark for Madeline. You like the aggressiveness. Molly's done a good job, especially last week against Childress, getting buckets getting to the bucket and then getting to the free throw line. Unable to convert, get anything there at the free throw line. Still 36-19, Lindley Wright. Lindley Wright applying some pressure over here on the inbounds pass. Gets a hand on it, they're gonna say last touched by Holliday, so turnover for them in the backcourt, forced by the freshman. Bright future for Lindley Wright. Madeline going inside, and that might be Bristow's second. I thought they were gonna get Bristow across the arm, but they're gonna say Kenna Wood with the reach in. So Kenna's second, the team's second. Madeline another quick opportunity at the free throw line. Knocks that one down. Madeline's got 9. 36-20. 36-21. Madeline Barnes now in double digits for the Phillies. Avery Terrell and Madeline Barnes working a trap on Kenna Wood in the backcourt, but they get it down court and they find Yurchek on the block for an easy bucket. So they do a good job of breaking the press, and Yurchek gets another easy basket in the paint. Phillies trying to move quickly, and that ball's knocked out of bounds by Holliday. Turnover for the Phillies on the inbounds pass. But they get it right back. Shelby Roberts with the steal. Madeline ahead to Avery Terrell. Avery's gonna let it go from the right side, just a little bit strong. Shelby gets inside, got her hand on that rebound, but Bristow just too tall. Bristow plays really smart under the basket, does a good job of not putting the ball on the floor, not bringing the ball down. Right there, she gets in the paint, shoots it over everybody. She's got 22. 40-21, Lindley Wright to Avery Terrell. Now Madeline Barnes, top of the key for the Phillies. Right side. The Phillies working it around the outside of the arc. Lindley Wright gave it a look, drives in. We're gonna get a foul call on number 2, Carissa Griffin. That's Griffin's first, the team's third. Madeline will inbound from the baseline. She gets it to Lindley Wright. Nice move by Lindley to get a shot, but you just see the size advantage there. Kenna Wood, she got away, got some separation from Kenna, but Kenna long enough to reach across and block that shot. Good move by Lindley. Madeline Barnes now top of the key. Molly Salinas back to Barnes. Madeline's gonna let it go, right wing. That was halfway down. Bristow grabs the rebound. Now up the floor to Kenna Wood. Kenna's gonna bring it out. She gives it to Bristow. Bristow to Katie Piper. Piper, a little jumper off the mark. Yurchek couldn't control the rebound, and Lindley Wright's gonna end up with it. Now Lindley pushing up the floor, gonna try to get to the basket. She tried to force up the shot there at the end. They're gonna call the foul on the floor. Lindley did her best to make that a shooting foul, but the official didn't take the bait. That's Griffin's second foul, the team's fourth for Holliday. Madeline drives inside, gets it off the glass. They're gonna get a blocking foul. And number 10, Kimber Yurchek, that's her second. The team's fifth, so if the Phillies can get into the bonus, maybe get some trips to the free throw line, they might be able to work their way back into this game. Right now, a 19-point deficit. And that free throw off the mark. Addison Pitts checks in for Molly Salinas. Addison Lindman checks in for Holliday. Madeline gets the second one. She's got 11. 40-22, 3.5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Lindman working on the block against Addison Pitts, puts it up and one. She'll get a chance for a three-point play. That's Addison's third, just the team's first here in the second half. Lindman's free throw off the mark. And let's see what they're gonna say. Piper, the last one to touch it for Holliday. 42-22. 3:27 and counting. Avery Terrell, right wing for the Phillies. Back to Lindley Wright. Looking for something inside against that zone. Avery again off the mark from the outside. Bristow just grabs that rebound over Shelby. Doesn't even have to go over the back, just reaches over the top. Bristow's gonna let a three go. Well defended by Addison Pitts. Addison blocks her out too. Good rebound, good play all around. Challenge the shot and then block out the shooter to get the rebound. Nice defensive possession there for Addison Pitts and the Phillies. Now under 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Holliday's done a good job getting back. Phillies haven't been able to really get anything in transition. And this 2-3 zone really slowing things down. Just a lot of size, hard for the Phillies to work inside. Madeline works baseline, can't get it to go. Bristow gets the rebound, and Bristow now inside the free throw circle, thought about it. Addison makes her give the ball up. Inside, Lindman, triple teams. Phillies were working on a jump ball, but they're gonna call Avery Terrell for a push. It's Avery's third, and again, just the team's second on the Phillies here in the third quarter. Inbound to Piper. Bristow now top of the key. They're working around the top. Now back over to Piper, right side. She's looking inside. She's gonna drive baseline. Piper puts up the jumper and gets it to go. Katie Joe, her first 2 points in the second half. She's got 9. 44-22. We're gonna get a blocking call. The official talking to Kenna Wood. I guess the foul call is gonna be on Wood. That's Kenna's third. That's the 16th foul, so the next one would put the Phillies in the bonus the rest of the way. It's something they could use desperately. Try to get some cheap ones at the free throw line if they can. 44-22, Kenny Richardson inbounding on the sideline. Addison Pitts to Madeline Barnes. Madeline deep one from the left wing, gets it to go. Madeline Barnes with 14. 44-25, Chloe McKinney in the game now. Piper to Lindman, good ball movement. But Addison Pitts with another block. Addison Pitts has got 8 blocks on the season, 4 of them in these playoffs. That's their 5th. Pretty good offensive possession, in my opinion, right there from Holliday. Good ball movement. Get an easy look for Lindman. Addison just slides over and blocks that. The junior missed a lot of the season early on. Didn't really start playing till middle of January, if I can remember correctly. She's Played some bigger minutes here lately. Again, her 5th block of the playoffs, 9th of the season. Mallon again, heat check, off the mark. Bristow, another rebound. Up to Piper. Piper back to Bristow. Bristow kicks back out to Piper. They play really good ball together. Piper has got 12 now. That 3 makes it 47-25. Inside, no good. Mallon trying to get to the free throw line. She's fighting on the floor. Loose ball. And they're going to call a foul on the floor against Bella Timms, who just checked into the game for Holliday. That's Bella's first, but that's the team's 7th. So Mallon's going to get to go to the free throw line, a 1-and-1 opportunity. 1-and-1 the rest of the way. A big deal for the Phillies if they can take advantage. Mason Rabbit going to check into the game for Chloe McKinney. Just 36 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. Off the mark, Lindman with the rebound. And Piper is going to bring it up slowly for Holliday. Really no rush for Holliday. 22-point lead. They've controlled this game. They get it inside to Yurchek. Yurchek turns around, kicks it back out. Addison Pitts with the steal. She's done a good job on Bristow, as good as you can against somebody like Bristow. And Malin Barnes trying to work in the paint. 4 Eagles there. And you see Bristow with the half-court shot as time expires here in the 3rd quarter. 47-25 in favor of Holliday. We'll be back with the start of the 4th quarter here on the Shallowater Sports Network. Welcome back to the Tiger Pit here at Friendship in Wolford, the regional tournament in 3A Region 1. The number 3 team in the state, the Holliday Lady Eagles, 22 on the Phillies. The Lady Eagles outscored the Phillies 18-11 there in that 3rd quarter, stretched out their lead. And they're going to continue to sit in this 2-3 zone. Madeline Barnes, deep 3 off the mark. Molly Salinas, offensive rebound. And a second chance opportunity here for the Phillies. Molly goes baseline, runs into a lot of size inside. Shelly Roberts working for that rebound, but her foot was on the baseline. And Piper will inbound for the Lady Eagles. Phillies jump into some full court pressure. Kinley and Madeline working on Kenna Wood. Kenna does a good job to get it up to Griffin and break that press. Yurchek now to Griffin. Griffin back to Yurchek. Holliday being patient, as they should be, here on the offensive end, and Madeline Barnes trying to force the issue. Is going to get called for a reach in. It's Madeline's 2nd, and just the team 3rd in this 2nd half. Getting the Phillies in the bonus. They've got 17 fouls on Holliday if they can take advantage of that. Yurchek from the baseline. Jumper is good. Yurchek with 6. She's been efficient. Hadn't taken a lot of shots, but she's putting them in when she shot it. Molly Salinas to Kenny Richardson. Avery Terrell skip past to Molly Salinas. Madeline Barnes inside, good look and a cut from Shelby Roberts, but Bristow just there with the help defense, the athleticism to make up for that open look and blocks that shot. Good cut inside, and Kinley Richardson just ran into Bristow. Bristow ends up with the steal. Quickly down the other way, good ball movement. We got a foul on the floor. They're gonna call Shelby Roberts, it looks like, for her third foul, the team's fourth. Three on the way, but off the mark. Offensive rebound, Bristow, and then she just puts it back up. Not a lot that Shelby could do. Shelby was right there, had her hands on her face, but Bristow 51 to 25 now. Bristow's got 24. She's got half of their points. Good look for Kinley inside, just off the mark. Philly's unable to get to the bottom of the net. Molly, good hustle play, offensive rebound, gets it out to Madeline. Madeline, another three, she's got 17. 28 to 51, so just 6 minutes left for the Phillies to try to make something happen. Kinley with the steal in the backcourt. Madeline going to the bucket, splits the defenders to make it 30 to 51. No give up in these Phillies. Bristow from the elbow knocks it down. Bristow now at 26 and a timeout for Kurt Richardson. It's 53 to 30. 10 seniors for the Phillies on this team. Very senior-laden team. And they've come out fighting. They're still fighting, 53 to 30, but this Holliday team just as good as advertised, the number 3 team in the state. Jalen Bristow, the 43rd ranked recruit in the country according to ESPN in the class of 2023. She's committed to Iowa State. She has lived up to the billing. She's got 26 points, and it just one of those games where tough for the Phillies to match up. 53 to 30, Madeline Barnes inbounding to Kinley Richardson. Molly Salinas right wing inside to Shelby Roberts. Good cut and good look. Shelby with a great pass. Madeline had it on the block, and then Bristow just reaches over. He got in behind her. But she's, like I said, got the athleticism and height advantage to make up for that, and just reaches over and blocks that shot. And then a little frustration foul there for Shelby, trying to get it back in the backcourt. Quickly up the floor, skip past the Wood. She was trying to get it to Carissa Griffin, and we're going to get a backcourt violation. Turnover for Holliday. Madeline Barnes walking it up. Avery Terrell now right side. Avery with a shot fake. Now Molly Salinas over to Madeline and just off the mark. Just a little tired. You see Molly and Madeline both look exhausted and just a little off the mark with that pass, a little miscommunication. Molly Salinas and Kinley Richardson to the bench. Chloe McKinney and Addison Pitts check back in for the Phillies. Katie Jo Piper right at the free throw line, off the mark, but nice offensive rebound from Kenna Wood. And a second chance. Holliday wisely just resetting, and they're going to call Bristow for shuffling her feet. Turnover for Holliday. They've been really efficient offensively. Get a lot of points in the paint. Madeline bringing it up now. 4.5 minutes left. in this regional semifinal. Chloe McKinney back to Addison Pitts. Addison, little spin move in the paint. Good check, good defense. Chloe McKinney gets the rebound, but just amongst the trees, and Bristow with another block. And now coming the other way. Gotta love Chloe's heart. She fights for everything. Gets a lot of those rebounds, gets a lot of jump balls, and just gets her shot blocked on the putback. Shelby Roberts with a deflection, and the Phillies force a turnover coming the other way. Madeline to the bucket, gets it to go. Madeline Barnes isn't gonna go quietly. She's got 21 points. 53-32. And you love to see the effort. It's been there all year for the Phillies. Whether the results have been there or not, the effort has never wavered for these Phillies, and still fighting down big in this game. You get Bristow with the reach in. That's just her second foul. That's the team's 8th, though. So a one more opportunity for Madeline. Madeline's got 21 points in this game. A chance to add on. Madeline gets the first one. 22 for Madeline. She's averaged almost 14 points a game in these playoffs. Her and Avery Terrell leading the team in scoring for most of the year. They've gone back and forth, right about 8 points a game. Knocks in the second one to make it 53-34. Phillies continuing to apply full court pressure, but really hasn't been much of a problem for Holliday. They've been able to break it. Good look for Linden inside off the mark. Gets her own rebound, and Chloe just took it away. Madeline Barnes now trying to get to the basket. Gonna put that shot up. Piper blocked it. Piper was trying to save it in to Kenna Wood, but she was out of bounds. Philly's doing a good job trying to get to the basket, get to the free throw line, and Holliday just doing a good job of denying those opportunities. 3:12 left in this fourth quarter, and you hate to see this run come to an end for all of these seniors, upperclassmen. Been a great team for Kurt Richardson in his first year here in Shallowater. 10 seniors, and you go down the list. Another steal, Chloe McKinney, one of those seniors. To Madeline Barnes, deep three, left wing. Why not? Madeline Barnes. She's got 26. 37-53, but now approaching 2.5 minutes left in this fourth quarter again. Holliday breaking the press. Piper inside to Linden. Linden's going to get a trip to the free throw line. Addison Pitts with her fourth foul. The team's 6th now. It looks like Molly Salinas and Kinley Richardson coming to the table to check in. Yeah, I want to talk about all these seniors: Shelby Roberts, Avery Terrell, Tatum McKinney, Anaya Washington, Madeline Barnes, Chloe McKinney, Kinley Richardson, Macy Moravik, Molly Salinas. I know Molly's a junior. I just kept going down the list. But a big group of seniors in what looks like will be their final game of the 22-23 season. Addison Pitts, 3 off the mark. Holliday lets it go out of bounds. They'll inbound with 2:14. Kinley Richardson still fighting. Man, you gotta love the effort and fight from this team. Corner 3 from Wood, it's good. 6 points for Kenna Wood. 57-37. Madeline Barnes off the mark. Bristow, another rebound. And she gets it ahead to Piper. Again, that full court pressure that the Phillies force so many turnovers with. A lot of the times just not affecting Holliday much. Kinley pushing it up the floor. Madeline looked inside at Addison, now going to drive inside. Ball was knocked away. She saved it and then tried to get it out to Molly, top of the key. 1:23 now on the clock. Tatum McKinney checks in. Madeline Barnes checks out of the game, gets a big applause from the Shallowater faithful here in Wolford. Madeline leaves the game with 26 points. Did everything she could do to will her team to a win tonight. Philly's just outmatched tonight against this Holliday team. Piper drives baseline, sends it in the paint, loose ball. Salem Henry gets it and then gets it back out to Kenna Wood. 1 minute to play now. And it looks like Holliday might just pass it around. If Moravec will let him, Moravec gets a hand on it. So Philly's continuing to play tight man defense. Holliday not really looking for a shot. Here's one. Off the glass and good from Salem Henry. The senior gets 2 points. 59-37. We've got a timeout on the floor from Kurt Richardson, and I think he just wanted to stop the play to get Shelby Roberts back on the floor one more time. Tatum McKinney, Lindley Wright, Shelby Roberts, Anaya Washington, and Macy Moravec on the floor this final minute, final 30 seconds for the Phillies. Phillies working around the arc. Now 15 seconds, Shelby Roberts for three, off the mark. Rebound controlled by Sydney Lynn. And that's gonna do it, folks. Holliday walks it across half court. They will move on to the regional championship game tomorrow afternoon against the winner of Idalou and Jim Ned. Right after this, the Phillies dropped the regional semifinal game 59-37. We'll take a quick break but come back with some closing thoughts to wrap up the Philly season here on the Shallowater Sports Network.
Please join Friendship ISD and Lubbock Sports Authority in congratulating the Shallowater Phillies on a terrific game and a fantastic season. You've done a great job representing yourself, your team, and your fans. Well done, ladies. Congratulations to the Holliday Lady Eagles being the regional semifinal champs. Attention Shallowater and Holliday fans, now that your game is ended, please clear the main and middle sections of the Tiger Pit to allow fans from Idalou and Jim Ned to sit down and cheer on their teams. Please feel free to move to any available seats on the baseline or towards the corners of the gym if you would like to stay for game 2. Thank you for your cooperation. Also, fans from Holliday may purchase tickets online.
Welcome back to the Tiger Pit here at Friendship High School in Wolford. The Phillies fall 59-37. The number 3 team in the state. Holliday was, as advertised, one of the better players in all of America in the class of 2023, Jalen Bristow. And the Phillies just couldn't match the athleticism and the size from Holliday. And this is usually the part of the program where we would do some post-game interviews, and I know that Kurt Richardson would have been more than willing to talk to us tonight. He's been so gracious with his time. The girls, nothing but respectful and polite all year. Probably could have got an interview out of them too, but I'll just say with 10 seniors on the team, one of them being Coach Richardson's daughter, he's a coach and he's a dad. His time is better spent in the locker room right now with those girls, and we want to honor that. We don't want to take any time away from them in the closing, kind of ending of their season as they kind of go into the locker room and have one last conversation as a team. We want to honor that time, give him that, and I guarantee you if we interviewed him anyways, he would tell you how incredibly proud he is of this team and their effort all year long. And that's one of the things that he and I talked about, regardless of whether or not the results were there throughout the year. The effort was always there. Effort was always consistent. And anytime you play your last game as a high school athlete or at any level, it's going to sting. It's hard loss to go out, and unfortunately there's only one team every year that gets to win their last game. But I feel like the wins sting more when you feel like you didn't do your best, when you felt like you could have done more. That is not the case for the Shallowater Phillies tonight. They can walk out of this gym heads held high, knowing that they did all that they could do this year. They advanced as far as they could advance, and they just ran into a Holliday team that was more athletic and better for that matter. They ran into a Holliday team that took care of business. Jalen Bristow, 26 points for Holliday. Katie Piper with 12. Kenna Wood with 6. Campbell Yurchek with 6. And Addison Lindman with 4 for Holliday. On the other side, the Phillies led by an incredible effort once again. Madeline Barnes, she had 26 points tonight. 4 from Shelby Roberts, 4 from Avery Terrell, 3 from Molly Salinas. But the season comes to an end for the Phillies. They end up 27-11 on the year. Kurt Richardson's first year leading this Philly program. But one where, again, they advanced as far as they could. I feel like made it to this regional tournament and just ran into a really good Holliday team, the third-ranked team in the state. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us on your Friday night. We're about 15 minutes or so from tip-off at Cooper High School, where the boys will be playing their area-round matchup. Jake Warren, Sarah Batson, Logan Bloom, Dade Irvin, and have half of the Shallowater Sports Network crew over there to start that broadcast. Brendan Skipworth is going to be on the call. We're going to hustle over there. We want to give a shout out to Zach Cole and Angel Flores for hanging out with me, making this broadcast possible so that you could catch this regional semifinal. Really, for Zach, Angel, the entire Shallowater Sports Network crew, so long from Wolfforth and so long this 2022-2023 season. We'll see you in just a few minutes over at Lubbock Cooper for the area matchup between the Shallowater Mustangs and the Shallowater Phillies. So long from Wolford, Texas.
Littlefield Wildcats. I'm your host for now, Brendan Skipworth. Nathan Riojas, I know we were all just watching the girls' game. Nathan Riojas and that crew from over there will make their way over here to Cooper, the other side of Lubbock, very shortly. The Shallowater Phillies had a great season, lost tonight to Holliday, the Holliday Lady Eagles, 59-37. As we're getting kicked off here, I'll give you more stats and things leading into the game, but we are tipping here, and here's Kason Long, who's going to win that tip and get that to Hayden Buckley. Hayden's a junior, as he passes the ball to Trevor Wynn on the wing. Cooper Lusk with the cut there. Now Kason Long up tall. Trevor Wynn swings to Josh Grimes. Littlefield looks like they're in a man defense, and they're going to switch every single time. Trevor Wynn drives, thinks about it, gets back out to Hayden Buckley, who drives. Kason Long, and that's going to be a walk. Not a bad move there by Kason. Just moved the feet a little too much. But not a terrible first possession. He had the ball a long time for the Mustangs. Littlefield's going to bring the ball down now. That is number 32, Ryan Williams. Gives it to Chip Green. Chip Green gives the ball to Elijah Salazar, the senior for Littlefield, who feeds. Oh, good look there by number 30, Jeremiah Trevino. Just didn't go for him. Cooper Lusk now with the drive. The free throw line. That's going to get the roll. Good shot there by Coop. Shallowater comes into this game with a record of 20-3. And Littlefield comes in with a record of 16-10 here in this area matchup. Shallowater defeated Canadians 62-31 earlier this week to advance the area round. And Littlefield defeated Stanton with a score of 45-30. Now back, Cooper Lusk with the steal. Good hands there by Coop. Rushing down floor, finds Josh Grimes wide open, other side. Good look there. Littlefield had collapsed on Cooper Lusk. He finds Josh Grimes wide open for an easy bucket there. So 4-0 here to start off early. Number 32, Ryan Williams, the sophomore, with the ball. Stolen by Hayden Buckley. 1-2 matchup there. Oh, Hayden Buckley tried to go for a jam. Just missed a little bit. We'll call that a jam. Good hands there by Hayden. And good finish. Shallowater looks to be manning up as well. As Williams drives. Ooh, almost another steal there for Hayden. 14, Elijah Salazar with the ball. And he gives it to Trevino. They're going to call Josh Grimes with the foul. That will be his first. And the team first here in the opening minutes of the first quarter. Number 24, Jaden Williams checks in. For number 14, Elijah Salazar. Mustangs definitely have a height advantage here against Littlefield. Casey Long at 6'6". Everyone else around 6'4". Most people are over 6 feet. As they take a shot there and miss. Josh Grimes up ahead. Oh, tries to get it to Cooper Lusk. But Trevino comes up with the steal. Good hands there by Trevino. 6-0 here as Littlefield gets their offense set up. Trevino with some moves. He gets the ball to number 20, Morris Randall, a junior out of Littlefield. A lot of cutting, a lot of good ball movement here.